Welcome to West Texas A&M University, champions of the South Central region and the Lone Star Conference. A few notes on the Lady Buffs. They are currently the 5th ranked team by the AVCA nationally. They have won 10 South Central region championships, 3 national championships in program history, and they won their 10th consecutive Lone Star Conference championship. Representing the Lady Buffs today, head coach Jason Scotch and student athletes Melissa Harper and Lauren Thedford. Melissa Harper, a senior from Peoria, Arizona, and Lauren Thedford, a junior from Carrollton, Texas. Coach, would you please start with an opening comment about today's match?
We won. Let's be blunt. We didn't play that good. We were fortunate. Calpier is a very good team, and we could tell that on tape, but even more so live. Their setters it's just proof. I mean, setters make teams. Setters make teams go from average, just good to great or average to good. And I just thought she did great, and we were able to wear some things down, some certain things that they were doing great at the beginning. They wore off as the game progressed. But more like Stephanie was saying, the coach of Calpier yesterday, you got to take care of your side, and I don't think we did that well on that tonight. We came through, but that's a great team, and we were able to muscle it out, but we were not efficient in any manner, and we're moving on, so we're happy about that. But they played great, and we played great in spurts. Thedford did great, and Melissa did great. Our serve receive was spectacular, except for like a 5-point spread at the end of game 1 and into game 4, and that's what kept us in it till we started getting some better quality digs and transition offense. But what helped them was our transition offense was very slow, and so we started rolling a lot of shots and tipping, and they were good, and so they dug the stuff up and shoved it down our throats. But we're moving on.
Thanks, Coach. We'll now open it for questions for Coach Scotch and the student athletes. Again, please state your name and affiliation prior to your question. Thank you.
Coach, Ricky Treon, Amarillo News. I believe we met. Well, let's get on to a little bit of the good news. You guys did come back. You didn't get down after you dropped that first game, and you and I both know that you could play a lot better in that first set. Talk about what it took for the team to rally back. What did you say during the timeouts?
Well, I didn't say much. We try to give the team to the girls, and so they're across the net. I think it was Melissa that said it. We played bad, and we only lost by 4, and it's true. The only thing that I ever said was, loosen up, or our blocking was atrocious tonight. Our hands are so slow over the net, and we're a small team, so we had to do it right. And so we just talked about that, and really about our hitters. Our just feet weren't moving, so getting back behind the attack line so we can get what we call a runway. But it's reassuring. We've had a few matches this year against very good teams, like for instance Central Missouri, and I wonder if that helped at all. Against Central, we lost game 1 and we didn't play good. I mean, we played a little bit better than this, but we were sloppy, and then we came back and won the next 3. So the fortunate thing for us was we've been in this spot before, and I think it helped us not to get so flustered or more flustered.
Lauren, what did you and the outside sort of fix going in to that second game? What was different?
We knew that since our serve receive was struggling at times, that we were the only shot. We were the only thing that Katie could set at times, and it was up to us to either make them crash into the middle if we had to roll shot, or we were really just trying to get them out of system if we couldn't get the kill. So as an outside, you don't always get the ball off the perfect pass. Sometimes you're just there to do something with it. And so we were just working on seeing the block, because they did have a pretty big block that was working hard to close. And so we were trying to stay behind the ball, hit shots, hit corners, and adjust, because we tooled the line a lot, and then they figured that out, and so they were taking more of our line. We got blocked a few times, and then we adjusted, said, hey, maybe go back to the roll shot, start going angle, make them adjust again.
Yeah,
and that really helped.
You guys found a lot of open floor there once you got rolling. What sort of things did you see that you were able to exploit on Calpier's side of the net?
We talked a lot about if we had a free ball or something that we couldn't hit over, making the setter decide. You know, she's a great setter, but if we can get her and 2 other people deciding who's going to get that ball, we can, you know, that's a little bit of help for us. So, you know, hitting to certain sides of the net, and then we were talking about the roll shot to the middle of the court. You know, don't give it away. Go up swinging, and then if you don't have the spot to swing hard, fake it and go for that short shot, because even if it's not always working, it definitely gets them out of system, makes the setter pass the ball, and then, you know, once that doesn't work, they're running for the shot, go deep again.
Melissa, Craig Roberts, Sports Information. Excuse me. You put up really good numbers tonight. What did you find that worked out there for you personally?
I had to run more slides backside because since number 8 was such a good blocker and just an amazing athlete, I ran some backsides to try to split up the block and use more high hands than anything because they were such a good block. And my idea was more to have the defense, to get around the block and let the defense try to dig it, then get a touch on the block. And we were just we tried a little bit of everything, and then once I found something that was working, I told Katie to keep going to that, and then when they kind of caught on, we moved. And so I think this whole game for everyone was just a game of adjustments because we had never seen them, and we were just trying to figure out what would work, and we'd find it, go to it, and then try something else, and I guess it worked for us.
It's for Melissa as well, Jeff Spicer, NCAA. It also seemed like a very physical game. There's been a lot of bodies flying all over. Is that the impression that you had?
Yeah, we don't really want that necessarily, but I think we knew that we weren't playing well and we had a hard time getting out of it, but we weren't going to let things drop and we weren't going to give up. So it's kind of just more of a jungle ball, like dog fight. Like everyone was just going after everything, and we wanted it to calm down, but it was a little spastic, but we're going to fight for everything, and so we weren't going to give up, and that's probably what made it look a little out of control, I guess.
Jason, you touched on it a little bit. Talk about both teams seem to play out of the system a lot, and there was a lot of scrambling at times. Talk about how that affects how you coach the game.
Well, you know, I just think we played timid, and it's tough because, you know, for most of the year, all we've preached is being aggressive, and I just believe that you make less errors playing aggressive. And so, you know, what hurt us early on was when we were shooting the ball, you know, not more power hits, but placing it and whatnot. We weren't being going aggressive, and so we weren't swinging high, and so they could read us, so they dug it well. They were tipping by design, and it worked because we were just sticks in mud for a while because, I mean, I just think that we were timid. So I tried a few different things. I tried the good yelling technique, and it works for some players, and then other players it does not work for. And so, you know, most of the time we're just, I mean, half the time it looks like we're getting on to them, but I'm just raising my voice at it. We're just saying stay aggressive, you know, stay aggressive, like, because you make less errors when you're aggressive. And so that was most of it, and then most of the time was just moving on. So after they got a point where I was always out there just telling, you know, feet, so they can focus on serve receive, because that was keeping us in it until we started putting the ball away. So, you know, at the end, Thetford and Erica Dupree, the other outside, did very well, and Purdy was not doing good at all our other middle until middle of game 3, and then we were a little bit more stable after that.
Time for one last question.
What do you guys know about Flagler, the team that you're going to play?
Flagler, this coach seems pretty nice. We're on the same committee together, and they look great out there. I think it was number 4, hit a really great cross shot, and you know, I think they just, I don't know, they came in the right mindset. I mean, they have nothing to lose. I think that's the region's first victory ever, and so they came in with the right mindset. They came in you know, very excited, but in a controlled manner, and like what we want with these girls. If we're going to go down, let's go down swinging, you know. And I just think they look great out there, you know. And so I think we got some. They definitely have some advantages on us, but I see some stuff. They're a different monster than Cal PA. So Cal PA is extremely balanced, and their block is big, and setter was amazing. And so I'll think about Flagler a little bit. I'm just very glad we're moving on.
Thank you, West Texas A&M University.
Thank you.